I am so excited to jump on here with you guys today. We are spotlighting one of our speakers that's going to be at the Spring Energy Healing Conference in Layton, Utah. That's happening this coming Saturday. Um, and it's going to be held at the Davis Conference Center. It's close, nearby parking that's free. You can come any time of day. We're going to be having the vendors open between 8 a.m. all the way till 7 p.m. And we literally have something for everyone. You'll have to check out our schedule. We're super excited because some of my favorite speakers are going to be joining us there. Kicking off the day on Saturday morning, is Janet Pippen. She's from the company called Desirable Life, and I'm super excited. She has spoken with us now several different times over the years, but more recently, she's been speaking on the topic of From Wounded to Warrior. And this is her class description. It says, have you experienced trauma or deep betrayal? Are you struggling to move forward with your life? I've been in that dark place. Come hear what I have learned about the gentle art of healing. I will teach you 3 powerful principles to mastering your mindset and a bonus secret you can use every morning to ground yourself. So let me tell you a little bit about Janet, because I'm super inspired by her. Janet is the mother of 8 kids and grandmama to 12. She has a bachelor's degree in elementary education and a master's degree in speech and language pathology. She is a transformation coach, and also she's a Reiki master as well. Her life has been filled with twists and turns as she has confronted narcissism, victim shaming, self-doubt, and deep betrayal. Her passion is empowering women who have been in relationships riddled with abuse to find and betrayal to find their worth, let go of emotions no longer serving them, and find the courage to step into their desirable life, which is where the title of what she does, where it comes from. And I want to go ahead and put her website up on the screen, and please welcome Janet Pippen to our screen today, to our virtual stage. Welcome. How are you?
I am doing well. How are you, Tammy?
Really, really good. Thank you for letting me read your bio and your class title and description, because I think that from your words written there, this is just really, really powerful. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the time over to you for just a few minutes to tell us a little bit more about how you got into this line of work and really like what fuels your passion for this. I'd love to hear more.
Okay. Thank you, Tammy, for this opportunity. I am super excited to be here and excited to be at the Layton conference this coming Saturday. So I was a speech language pathologist in the schools for 18 years and love my work, but I also had a life that was not my desirable life. I was married to a narcissist for a long time, and he was actually even murdered. So there's a lot there. And then I married somebody else who had 7 kids. So then we had 15 kids for 16 years. And then there was a deep betrayal there. So I was not living happy. And even though I'm a really optimistic person, I was not happy. And I had so many wounds and so much just grief that just was weighing me down. There was a point where, for like 24 hours, I really did not want to live anymore. Even the thought of my kids wasn't enough. So I had some skills. I have all this educational background, and working in the field of special education, I learned a lot of things about helping children to come around and to let go of things, and especially with the communication skills that I have. But I also was trained in the transformation code, and I had skills from that, and that's energy work and helping your body to release fears or emotions that we shove down and stick in our body that later can cause us pain in those areas of our body or disease. And then I was trained in Reiki, and that has also been such a blessing. So I started pooling all my skills together and decided to totally change my life. I was now single and like mom of 8 and grandma to 12, as Tammy said, which is really the joys of my life, and retired from the schools and started my little company, Desirable Life. And my passion is to help women who have had trials in their lives and they just feel stuck. And there's so many women out there, especially that feel stuck. And I just want them to know they don't have to stay stuck. There are things that you can do for yourself. There's tools that you can learn. And I just love teaching those to women. So that's what I do. I am in American Fork is where I'm at. I love to do Reiki in person, but I do energy work over Zoom. I can do Reiki over Zoom. You can do it anywhere. I have done it that way. I just love it in person. I love to watch their body relax. I've had people walk in that were in so much pain. Their faces were gray and their faces were scrunched up. And to watch that transformation as we do a Reiki session where their body finally relaxes and they're able to breathe, it fuels me. So, and to have them walk out and just like have a brightness and a lightness to their whole aura is so amazing. So today, yeah, Tammy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just wanted to come on because I wanted to just, first of all, I wanted to say thank you, because anyone who's ever felt like they didn't have the necessary coping tools or necessary, like, how do I get out of this funk, or how do I find myself on the next riding wave to keep me, going where I want to go. Like, learning these tools can be so empowering. And I personally, some of you may have known that I've had a brain injury last year, and people doing distance Reiki for me is one of the things that really empowered me and helped me to be able to acclimate my nervous system. So I just wanted to comment and say thank you for being one of those people that reach out to women and help them and help support them. So thank you so much. And that's all I wanted to say. So I'll let you continue.
Okay. Yeah, it's amazing. The transformation that can happen is amazing. And I know it can work because it's worked for me. I truly am a different person. My girls told me a few years ago, Mom, you're kind of a hot mess. I was a hot mess. But now they're like, Mom, we love being around you. You're such a happy person and you're just like a whole new, better you. So my tagline for my business is bloom from darkness and radiate your light. And that's what I love to see and help women to get to. There's a lot of different tools, but I think I want to teach you one today that I have just put together. I don't even have it on my website yet. I've only taught it to a few people, but I am so stoked about it. Okay. Breathing is so important. And there's all different kinds of breath work out there. But this breathing pattern that I'm going to teach you, I read the book, Breath by James Nestor, the Lost Science, the New Art, Lost Science, I can't remember, but that title, something like that. But I read his book and he has done so much research about breathing and the healing effects of just our breath on our bodies, even losing weight with just your breath work. So that was intriguing to me. And so when he started talking about the perfect breath is 5.5 seconds in, 5.5 seconds out, I started thinking about that a lot. And then I know that when you're counting, so this is where my education background comes in. Counting up is the right cerebellum, the back part of your brain, this right side. And it is just that language and memory and rote counting. And I'm like, well, there's got to be a better way to do this, because if I just use that part of my brain's going to start wandering. I need to switch it up. So I know when working with the kids at the school, if I count backwards down from 5, that switches it to the prefrontal cortex. So now I'm engaging 2 parts of my brain. And I know how important sensory input is, especially for anyone that this is another thing from my educational background, just that gentle movement, stroking, that sensory input is so calming to your body. So then I'm like, okay, how can I put this together? And then I remember back from the yoga days when I used to do hot yoga, the importance of breathing through your nose and not through your mouth, because breathing through your mouth stresses more of your body. So if you just breathe through your nose, it tells your body that everything is okay. And I know putting your tongue to the top of your mouth also turns on and triggers the pineal and the pituitary gland, which are help you regulate emotion, and also helps your brain to release oxytocin and endorphins that help also to help you keep happy. So this is my new breathing thing that I am so happy about. If you just take your hand, so do this with me, take your hand, take your finger. We're going to breathe into the count of 5 and stroke up, and then breathe out to the count of 5, but we're going to count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can't count because you have to be breathing. And I want you to close your lips, put your tongue to the top of your mouth. And here we go. And see if you can feel how powerful this is. So here we go. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope you can feel that calming sensation in your body. James Nestor says that if you will breathe that 5 second in, 5 second out breath, at least 10 minutes a day, he's like, it will change so many systems in your body and you will become healthier. So he's really adamant about that. So I just love that and wanted to share that tip with you today. At the Energy Conference, I will be sharing a little bit about my story and then teaching you. And I know it says 3 power principles, but actually I teach you more like 6 in there because I just love teaching. And at my booth, I will be having 15-minute sessions, just little energy sessions. I have done a little Reiki in that session too. If needed, like a pain drain or something like that. But you can sign up. They're free sessions. And I'll just do them right then and there. And I also at the Energy Conference give away in my class a free 60-minute energy session that we'll book and that day, and then hold it over Zoom. And then I also have signups at my booth to have that free another. So I give away 2 free energy sessions as well. I just want people to heal. I just give away so much stuff. Also on my website, there is a free meditation that you can download. Love Yourself Again, which is really good. And there's also a free download of 7 tips to how to know if you're in a toxic relationship. And these are tips that I learned. Oh, sorry, talking so much. That I learned and just put them in a little handout so that you can see them and ask yourself, if your relationship is healthy or not. And that's not just meaning a spouse. That's any kind. There's work relationships, there's family, people that maybe aren't healthy. So I also have on my website, besides the energy and the Reiki, I have a 12-week course where I just every week teach you a new tool or a new reframe. And it's one-on-one because I think it's really important to be individualized to what you need. And it's a tool every week. It's 90-minute sessions once a week for 12 weeks so that you can get to whatever your desirable life is. That's what I want you to have. So that's really cool. So Tammy, am I ready to tell them the coolest thing I have going this month?
Yes, definitely. How are you? You better grab yourself a drink of water. I was listening to you going, oh man, I just want to give her a little, burst of energy.
I had this upper respiratory little virus the other week, and it's just still that residual that every once in a while gets you.
Yeah, you're totally good. So tell us about the most exciting thing.
Okay, so the most exciting thing is I was just like when I was sick, I was like, oh, I just need it to be spring. I need the snow to melt. I need my flowers to start blooming. And everyone's talking about spring cleaning their homes and getting their flower beds all fixed up. And I thought, you know what? We need to spring clean ourselves. We need to spring clean things that no longer serve us and get them out of our life. Just let them go. And how important it is to let things go. And so I decided I was going to do this crazy, crazy thing and give everyone that books anything this month until the April, the last day of the month is the 30th, until the end of April, it's 50% off of anything that you book this month, just because I want people to be moving forward. It's springtime. It's a new birth. It's just spring. Let's just get out of the gloom and doom of winter and move forward. So there is a coupon code, all lowercase, no spaces, Spring Clean 23. So if you book something, then you put that Spring Clean 23 code in on my website. It will, just like that. You will have 50% off whatever you book on there. And that's like huge. So anything else, Tammy, I didn't cover?
I love it. That's awesome. So you're saying that coupon code will actually go towards anything on your website. Is that right?
Yes.
Did I hear that right? Okay. Yes. So does that apply to like Reiki sessions?
Yes.
And does that apply to working one-on-one with you?
Yes.
It applies to everything?
To everything. Even the 12-week course will be half off.
Oh my gosh. That's way cool. So wait, the coupon code is for half off?
Yeah.
I think I totally missed that part of it.
It's 50% off of everything.
Wow, that is really cool.
So basically you can get, if you're spending a certain amount of money, instead of getting one session, you could get 2 sessions, or you can like half off. I just wanted everyone to spring clean.
That's really amazing. I love that. Well, and you really do have such a big heart. You have helped so many people in so many ways. And I just love your topic because we specifically have, countless women especially, but countless people who have come to us for help on betrayal trauma, which is a very real thing. It feels like it shatters everything of your foundation, and it really takes into question the root chakra's main, the things that it's an affinity for, the security, the stability, and the strength, the grounding foundation. And so I just love that that's your specialty. That's what you've chosen to focus on. And like 50% off, that's pretty amazing. When does that deal end?
the end of April.
Okay,
So we have
fantastic.
a few more weeks. Let me talk about that.
That sounds
When I
great.
say women, so last conference, there was a younger gentleman sitting in the audience, and after the class, he was all by himself. And after the class, he came up to me and he said, "My sister made me come because I have been really struggling with a lot of things in my life. And I read your class title and I thought I would try it. And then I'm looking around and there are not very many men here." And then I started off with a quote about how pain makes women into warriors. And he said that he thought he almost got up and walked out. He's like, "I'm not in the right place." But at the end, he said, "I am so glad I stayed because the things that you were talking about, I could relate to. And you totally gave me some good skills that I can walk away with. And it's not just for women." So there are men too out there that have had betrayal and trauma in their lives that can benefit from these same skills. I think also that I told him, "Thanks so much for being courageous enough to come and to reach out and to look for things that can help him to heal and to move forward." And what Tammy was saying is so true. When you have had deep betrayal, like you feel shattered, like you feel like your heart is never going to be back whole again. And breath work, like this easy breathing is so important because that kind of grief is so heavy just on your chest that you just really feel like you cannot even breathe in and out. And so you start doing this really shallow breathing, which is not feeding your body what it needs. And so that easy breathing that I just taught you is huge. I had to have a meeting with somebody that had the potential to be really uncomfortable and not good. And on the way there, I could feel my heart start to race and my breathing started getting shallow and I could feel my body starting to tense up and, that rapid pulse rate. And there's a name for that? It's called tachypnea. That's what that's called when you get that really rapid breathing and your heart is racing. And sometimes you even break out in sweat beads. And I could feel my body starting to do that. So being able to tune into your body and what's happening is another important tool. But I started feeling that and I was like, "Oh no, Janet, you have done your work. You know how to deal with this. This is going to be fine." And I just started doing that breath like I showed you, in for 5 and count back down for 5. And just in just like about a minute, my heart rate went down. My breathing was smooth. I had an incredible meeting. I was calm. I did not get emotional. And it was amazing. So just even that little tool is worth so much, so much. I think that we also being present in our life is really important. So a lot of times when we get that anxiety, for me, I was getting anxious about what might happen and it didn't happen. So I think being present and letting go of the past is another really, really important tool that people need to focus on. And breathing, that kind of breathing also grounds you in the present. I don't know, Tammy, what else do you want me to talk about?
Oh, I feel like those are just such helpful tools. Where you've been a Reiki practitioner and Reiki master, I should say, sorry, for some time, can you maybe just explain what that might look like for somebody who's never had a 15-minute
Yeah.
session before? Like,
Yeah.
what do they need to do to prepare? What kind of things can it offer them? Do you know what I mean? Just to kind of help educate them just a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know what Reiki is. And I try to describe it as a massage where I don't even have to touch you. And then that's not even something that people can wrap their head around. But Reiki's whole philosophy is that you heal the body from the outside in. And so you have an aura that goes around you, and that's your energy field. And I know you've probably felt that before. Somebody's walked up behind you and you can feel they're there, even though you didn't even hear them. So you just know that feeling of that presence. So that's your aura, your energy field. And so you, when I do Reiki, I work in your energy field. So just a few inches from your body. And I'm trying to heal the cracks, the tears, the holes in your energy field. And what it does is it helps your body to relax. I have a neighbor actually who has lupus, and she was in so much pain the other day that she said her bed felt like it was a cactus, and she was in so much pain she couldn't sleep. So I said, let me come over. So I went over, did about maybe 30, 40 minutes of Reiki on her. And about halfway through, all of a sudden, her breathing switched. She could breathe in, and her body started to relax. And when it was done, she was like, I think I'm going to sleep now. And she slept through the night, and she was so grateful. So Reiki is really powerful. A 15-minute Reiki session is usually just focusing on one area of the body, and usually it's somewhere you have pain. And I've also, besides being a Reiki master, was taught this other little extra skill. It's called a pain drain. So you can just drain from that area whatever pain is in there, and drain it out is basically what happens. So it's really fun. It's fun to do. Does that explain it, Tammy?
Yeah, I think for someone who maybe doesn't understand kind of what to expect, what it would feel like, or what kind of benefits that it might have, that's a really good way to explain it. I like how you said it's like a massage, not on your skin. Yeah, it's like a massage in your energy field. But more than that, it's not just, like moving it around, even like allowing it to clear the stagnant energy and to shift so that the chakras are flowing again. I just love it so much. And those people who they really have a sensitivity to energy, whether they know it or not, they can feel the shift. And you don't have to be sensitive enough that you feel it in order to receive the benefits of it,
Right.
And so I love that. I did have a couple of, I had one person who asked a question about reversing dimension. I just want to make sure that we're all really clear. We don't claim stuff like that.
No.
And you can check the disclaimers on our website and all of that, but we don't ever claim stuff like that at all. I mean, that's not something that we do. That would be illegal.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't claim healing. And you know what? You have it really depends a lot on the person too, because I've had a girl come to me, she wanted some Reiki, but she was so angry and determined that she wasn't going to let anything go that it really wasn't a very successful Reiki session. She came back in a few weeks and she was like, okay, I'm really ready now. And she was. And so the healing is not because I'm a healer, because it's not what I claim to be, but it's really dependent on, I have skills, and it depends on where you're at and what you're ready to let go.
Yeah, that's awesome. I also really love that you can do Reiki distance wise. Because I live out in the country. There's not that many people that live around here. My town has like 400 people in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we do these conferences, we have, 1,000+ people there, but they come from all over the place. And when they come to our conferences, they get to meet people like you. And then it continues that out. They don't have to, always be in the same town. Cause I think American Fork, I think you're like 2 hours or so from me.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could do work for each other, and we don't have to be right next to each other because energy is intelligent.
Energy is energy.
That's
it's everywhere.
Right. So, all right. Well, I just want to say thank you so much again for being here today, for spotlighting your class a little bit more, letting people know about that. Thank you for the generous discount. Oh my goodness, 50% off is such a great deal. I want to remind everybody what that is one more time. You go to her website here, which is home.desirable-life.com. And then this is the coupon code SPRING clean, all close together, and then number 23, because it's 2023, baby. Right?
Yep, that's
So,
right.
all right, that's awesome. Thank you again, and we'll see you
Thank
guys
you,
on
Tammy.
Saturday. So yeah.
Thank you.